you have a kind of like working class hero kind of identity?
What, a hero?
Yeah, no, you're a guy that's out there making rock and roll, and not just rock and roll, but heavy duty gut stuff. And I think that people appreciate that.
So I come from a very normal background. I come from a straight middle class suburbanite, what have you. And if there was a guy that was average, it was me. I mean, I came from a non-identity state, Delaware, which no one knows of or ever heard of. I was average height, average weight, average grades. I was straight C's. There was not a thing about me that was. I wasn't tall, I wasn't short, I wasn't fat, I wasn't heavy, I wasn't ugly, I wasn't good looking. You know what I'm saying? I was as average as you could be. Maybe that has something to do with it. You know, the average chick in the audience, or the average guy, comes to see the Destroyers. You know, because we're better than the local garage band, but we haven't done the things Dylan's done. You see, and we're that. It's like I can't make up my mind what to order. Do I get beans, cold beans, or do I get caviar? No, I'll take a cheeseburger and a Budweiser. That's the Destroyers. You know, it's like consistent, and it's like it's right there for you. There's no subtlety about it. You know, it's what it is. But it's like I say, it's dependable American entertainment. You were talking about me as my profile in this organization, is what you were talking about. And I think maybe that's where the identification comes. George drives a Chevy, I drive a Chevy, you know what I'm saying? I never went to college, I got to get up and go to work, you know. George is up there attacking his guitar the same way I change tires down at the bus station. So I think if you were talking about someone, you know, like identifying or something, if I'm a hero, I'm a guy that made it. I got out of the 9-to-5 humdrum. I escaped. See what I'm saying? And the guitar was my weapon of escape. And I think if I'm anything, if they heroize anything, that's probably what they, you know what I'm saying?
They like seeing that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, maybe some people wouldn't, but our fans are cheering us for that. Jeff and I especially, they're cheering us, saying, "Wow, they did it!" You know, they did it. They're not, you know, Jeff isn't working at the golf course, and you know, God knows what I would have been doing, probably drunk under a bush somewhere.
Part of that comes to me through hearing "Bad to the Bone" in lots of different movies.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it in soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
People really identify with it, or they love it.
It's your total fantasy. I mean, it's for 1 hour. That's the guy that a girl wants to be with, just for an hour though. And for 1 hour, that's the guy that your normal asswipe wants to be. It's a pure fantasy thing. Whereas when Muddy Waters sang it, he believed it. He was that guy. I see him, you know, the guys giving the high fives, and you know, the girls doing their sexy little dances. For a minute, they think they're Anne Margaret, you know, and for a minute, the guys think they're Charles Bronson, and it's cool. And I'm with them. I'm there. I'm right there with them. I'm thinking the same thing, you know. I'm saying, yeah, man, I'm bad. Am I bad? You know, yeah, you're bad, George. You're bad. Yeah, you're really cool, man.